Welcome to our presentation on the relationship between GDP and Olympic medals. This study, presented by Abdullah Amir, Hamza bin Javed, and Muhammad Hamza, explores how a nation's wealth influences its performance at the Olympics. The Olympics is a global celebration of athletic achievement, symbolizing unity among nations. Success at the Games brings significant economic and social benefits, including increased tourism, enhanced national branding, and investments in sports infrastructure. While wealthier nations often dominate the medal tally, non-economic factors like culture, government policies, and geography also play crucial roles. This research focuses on analyzing the complex relationship between GDP and Olympic success, with insights from the 2024 Paris Olympics. Our analysis reveals that wealthier nations tend to win more medals, showing a strong positive correlation between GDP and total medals. However, there are exceptions. Countries like Kenya and Jamaica outshine their GDP expectations, thanks to cultural emphasis on specific sports and natural talent pools. Conversely, India underperforms despite its significant economic resources, highlighting gaps in sports infrastructure and investment. Regional variations further underscore how factors beyond GDP shape Olympic outcomes. Olympic success is influenced by factors beyond GDP. Cultural emphasis, like Jamaica's focus on track and field, drives excellence in specific sports. Government policies, as seen in India's underperformance, highlight the importance of infrastructure and investment. Lastly, regional variations show that while North America and Europe dominate, countries in Asia and Africa excel in niche sports through focus and specialization. To explore this relationship, we employed robust statistical methods and programming tools, including Python for data analysis. Key steps included data cleaning to ensure consistency, exploratory data analysis for uncovering trends, and regression analysis to model GDP's predictive power. Outlier analysis helped identify countries that defy expectations, offering valuable insights into the role of non-economic factors. Our findings highlight a strong correlation between GDP and medal counts, with a correlation coefficient of 0.75, indicating a significant relationship. GDP per capita emerged as a more meaningful predictor than overall GDP, suggesting that relative wealth per individual has a direct impact on fostering Olympic success. Outliers like Jamaica showcase the influence of cultural focus, while India's performance gap reveals the importance of targeted sports policies. Graph 1. Distribution of total medals. Here, we have the distribution of total medals won by various countries. As we can see, the data is highly skewed towards the left, with the majority of countries winning fewer than 20 medals. This indicates that a small number of countries dominate the medal tally, while many others secure only a handful of medals. This pattern reflects significant disparities in resource allocation and sporting infrastructure. Graph 2. Outliers in GDP. This box plot shows the GDP distribution of countries analyzed in our study. The box represents the interquartile range, highlighting the middle 50% of the data, while the whiskers indicate the spread. Notably, we observe several outliers, representing countries with exceptionally high GDP, like the United States and European powerhouses. These outliers play a pivotal role in the analysis, often correlating with better sports performance. Graph 3. GDP vs. total medals. Outlier analysis. This scatter plot explores the relationship between GDP and total medals won. Each point represents a country, color-coded by region. While there is a positive trend, meaning higher GDP often correlates with more medals, there are exceptions. For instance, countries like Jamaica excel in niche sports despite lower GDP, while others with high GDP may underperform due to factors like lack of cultural emphasis or strategic prioritization in sports. The regression analysis underscores GDP's influence on Olympic performance. The first equation shows that GDP explains 56% of the variance in medal counts, demonstrating its significant impact. Meanwhile, GDP per capita provides additional insights, revealing the importance of individual economic prosperity in driving athletic success. These findings are supported by visual graphs illustrating the trends and outliers. While our study reveals key insights, it is not without limitations. Missing data for some countries and the focus on a single Olympic event may skew results. Additionally, correlation does not imply causation, as factors like government policies and sports culture also play critical roles. Future research could expand on these findings by exploring historical trends and conducting in-depth case studies on outliers. In conclusion, economic indicators like GDP and GDP per capita significantly impact Olympic outcomes, but true success depends on a combination of financial resources, strategic planning, and long-term talent development. Wealthier nations must prioritize sports investment, while other countries can leverage cultural strengths and strategic planning to achieve success. By addressing these factors, nations can maximize their Olympic potential and inspire future generations of athletes. Let's summarize the key takeaways and outline the next steps. First, economic investment plays a critical role. Wealthier nations can afford top-tier facilities, world-class coaching, and effective talent identification programs, giving them a significant edge. Second, strategic planning is essential. Countries need to focus on developing sports that align with their strengths and available resources to maximize their chances of success. Lastly, nurturing talent requires a long-term commitment. Sustainable success comes from investing in athlete development over time, ensuring a steady pipeline of talent. These steps are crucial for any nation aiming to improve its performance on the global stage, including the Olympics. Let's summarize the key takeaways and outline the next steps. First, economic investment plays a critical role. Wealthier nations can afford top-tier facilities, world-class coaching, and effective talent identification programs, giving them a significant edge. Second, strategic planning is essential. Countries need to focus on developing sports that align with their strengths and available resources to maximize their chances of success. Lastly, nurturing talent requires a long-term commitment. Sustainable success comes from investing in athlete development over time, ensuring a steady pipeline of talent. These steps are crucial for any nation aiming to improve its performance on the global stage, including the Olympics.